Hi Enzo,
Hey, hello.
how, how are we doing?
I'm good,
Oh,
thank you. How about you, Joe?
I'm not bad at all, thank you very kindly. Not bad at all. Someone's waiting in the. An autopilot is waiting in the lobby. Ah, this is what we had last time. That's exciting.
Yeah, that's
Anyway,
just a note taker for
no,
the
don't know
meeting.
what that is. Oh, is it? Okay, cool. How are we? Thank you for coming back to me. Really appreciate the fluidity that we've had, which is really good. What's the time out there? Is it not crazy late now, or would you work funny hours?
Right now it's 5 p.m.
Right. Okay.
exactly. So yeah, sunsets is just around the corner, so it'll
Yeah.
be getting darker in a few while.
Oh gosh. So do you work UK hours? How are you? What do you work
Yeah,
here?
we work
Wow.
during UK hours, so our shift starts at 8:30 a.m. up until 6 p.m. UK time.
Wow. So what time is 6 p.m. in the Philippines?
That's 1 a.m., an hour after midnight.
Wow. How do you find that? Is
So
that not weird?
after BST, our clocks will move 1 hour later. So we
Wow.
will be, turning out for 2 a.m.
Oh my God. That's crazy. Do you
Yeah.
do you like that? Is it fun?
Um yeah, it's pretty much on our advantage because we are able to do like personal errands during the day in the
Yeah, I
morning of
suppose so.
yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I'd be asleep, but yeah, you.
Yeah. I suppose.
Wow. Well,
But
look, I really
since I've been oh, sorry. Go
no,
ahead.
you go.
Yeah, I've been with the company for 3 years now, so my body clock's been updated to UK time. So
Well
if
and
ever that
truly,
I
isn't it?
will, there will be a chance for us to go to the UK and visit the UK, we'll have no problem.
That's very true. Straight in on it. I love it. Bro, well, yeah, that's kind of where I was at. So obviously I've been talking with Cena for a little while.
Yeah.
The ops manager role came on because there'd been a bit of change in the company. Ops manager had left.
Yes.
You were needing somebody new to come in. And then it was all on hold because you had a new CEO, Michael,
Yeah.
who
Yeah, that's correct.
he's wanted to interview, then didn't want to interview, then put a hold on things, then was looking at structural change. So before we go into the ops manager role, I'd love to understand a bit more about Sojo because I've been doing some
Uh-huh.
research and I can't get my head around it if I'm honest. So, firstly, you've gone from I think I've seen it said a large company down to a small one. Is that just in the UK that it's gone from a skeleton team, or is it company wide? How many people are working in the company now?
Yeah. So currently, I'm the only HR for the whole Sojo team, both the
Right.
UK and the PH. Um, Currently, we have at least 35 independent contractors based here in the country. And right now, since we've onboarded well majority of the team in the UK, um, I think we're playing at around 3 persons for the
Three.
UK.
So
Yeah.
you and who are the other two?
Oh no, I'm in the Philippines. So my head
Yeah,
count's
yeah.
based in the Philippines.
So three
So in the
people,
Philippines we have 37.
right, contractors.
Yeah.
And then you said there were three other people.
Yes.
So who
So
are the three of them?
we have our branding manager, or branding and
Okay.
marketing manager. Um and we have our uh what do you call her position? Client manager. Something like that.
Branding, marketing, client manager, and then is the third Michael,
And the
CEO.
CEO. Yeah.
Client manager and CEO. Right, okay. Interesting. So 37 in the Philippines. And the team of 37 across the Philippines, obviously there's yourself. What are the rest of the
Yep.
people? You said contractors.
Yeah, so basically the staff that are here in the Philippines perform the back end roles
Okay.
of the operations, like customer service, pricing and listing, What else do we do? We have admin staff
Right.
and
Okay.
also procurement. Also for
And
procurement, we
procurement as
have
well, right?
yeah.
Procurement of the properties or for various things.
No, for furnitures or fixtures in the properties.
Furniture, fixtures, cool. Furniture, etc. Cool. Right. Perfect. So Michael is CEO. He's
Yeah,
new CEO. Been there for, I'd imagine, 2 months now, maybe somewhere
more
around
than
there.
more than. Officially,
Okay.
he's been announced as CEO at least 3 months now, but he's been in the company for at least six. So he's been observing in the shadows.
Oh, right. Okay. 3 months been at Sojo 6. He's not listed on LinkedIn or anything affiliated to the business.
I'm not sure. I haven't checked his LinkedIn to be honest.
Okay,
I
I
saw
have.
yours though.
Yeah,
I saw
yeah,
you.
yeah.
You
I'm
looked at
guilty.
my photo and my profile, and all right.
I did.
Oh,
I
here's
did
Joe.
today. Today
Yeah,
I
I
was
saw it.
doing a load of the research and I thought, right, okay, I'm meeting with Lorenzo. Let's connect with Lorenzo. Cool. I'm trying to find who the CEO is. So the CEO currently is listed as James Murphy. Where's Michael? Can't find Michael. Who is
Yeah,
Michael? Right. So Michael is the
I don't think
CEO.
he's
Did
able to
he
update his LinkedIn already.
crazy 6 months in and is anyway, right? So he's the CEO. What is James Murphy? Who is James Murphy?
Well, James has stepped down as the CEO, but he's still the founder of the company.
Okay, James founder. He's still listed on Company's House as CEO director. James founder of Sojo. And James is listed as having 77 companies. Is he an investor in Sojo? Is he what? So he was the CEO, but he stepped back, but he's still the founder overarching. Okay. Founder of Sojo, but stepped back. And he stepped back to Michael. Why Michael?
He was looking for a person that would, be able to closely look and be and someone who is much stricter than James
Stricter,
when it
right?
comes
Okay.
to SOPs, things like that.
Right, okay.
So yeah, that's the reason why we had to put on hold the recruitment process. It's because Michael wanted to review the whole thing. So that's
Yeah.
why we had a bit of delays. And to be honest, Joe, just the last 2 days ago, he said, "Oh, I'm gonna meet with Joe of Cast UK." Oh, why? We haven't finalized the recruitment process yet. Has it been signed off? I thought it was verbally agreed already with Ia, the chief of staff. No, 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 no. Have it reviewed again, and yeah, just go talk to Joe first, but no interviews yet. So okay, fine.
Oh
So
my
yeah,
gosh. Right. So,
hopefully we'll be able to finalize it early next week.
okay. So still not finalized. Right. Process. What is he looking to finalize? And is there anything that we can support with on
Mhm.
the
Well,
process?
not much really. It's more of an internal process. He just wants things to be streamlined. So
Okay.
because currently we're using a project management tool which is called ClickUp, and he wants everything in there and everything to be detailed and very specific.
Okay. Okay. So in terms of the role that will be as an operations manager, who's
Yeah.
currently doing that role?
Um the role is being shared by two people right now. So it's being uh done by Michael himself and Ia, our chief of staff, who's also based in the Philippines.
Ia chief of staff. Who? Okay.
Yeah. So she's
Ia.
like the second in command in the company right
Right.
now.
Okay.
So we're looking to fill that position, the operations manager. So if in any case that Michael would be unavailable,
Yeah.
the operations manager would step in, and he would be really the second in command, and the chief of staff will be reporting directly to him or her.
Cool. Okay. So two people doing the ops role currently. Right. So that sounds like there's a lot on the plate of Michael and Ia, who are doing their day-to-day job, but also
Yeah.
trying to run the operations of a business, but also trying to restructure the whole company.
Yes.
Right.
Yes.
So it
So
does
they're
sound
like
like a
doing a
crucial
job of
hire.
15 people.
Big job. Okay. Well, so what I was saying with Hasina before is Hasina gone now? Is she out?
Yes.
She's left. Okay.
Unfortunately. Yeah, she's left the
Okay.
company.
Okay. Um, that was a strange one, by the way. Why did Hasina leave?
Well, I'm not sure if I'm in a liberty to share this, but she opted for, what do you call this? A voluntary redundancy. Because
Okay.
the team's relatively small in the UK and there's not much to HR.
Yeah.
So she felt like the company's I might be wasting the company's money if
Yeah.
I'm gonna stay here. And since she's not doing really much of a thing right now, she feels like her skills are being put to waste and she wanted
Okay.
to look elsewhere.
Fair enough. Fair enough. I mean,
Yeah.
each to their own, right? That's fair. Came out of the blue to me, so that was a random one, but okay.
Yeah.
So what we've been discussing with Hasina was the business needs to operate. The business needs to keep fluid and running. We have things where we could get a contractor in, an ops
Hmm.
director, contractor, who could come in, take off all that pressure off of Michael and off of Aya,
Michael, yeah. Hmm.
who can do their role whilst this person's in on a day rate. And then we can source your permanent ops guy once the process is finalized. Is that something that's been discussed with Michael?
Um, I think so. With Hasina before, but unfortunately, Hasina wasn't able to do a complete handover regarding recruitment regarding Cast UK.
Okay.
But yeah.
Okay. So what do you know about me and
Well,
Cast?
I was supposed to meet you last time. So that's
Yeah.
the first time I was supposed to get in touch. It would be great if I was able to join because Hasina was still there and we would be able to get more information out of each other.
Yeah. Okay.
So
So I
this is the only information I have about you. So I'm so sorry
can
about that, Joe.
Don't be sorry. Don't be sorry. So it's good that we're having this chat because it's good to
Yeah.
introduce and engage and say hello. So I am the client development director for Cast UK. So my role is to do exactly this, to engage with
Mhm.
businesses, to understand their needs and their wants, and to then find solutions to those through our services. So I don't do any recruiting myself. I'm about solutions and strategic direction. I then have my consultants that we work with who are
Mhm.
focused on their separate regions and specialties. So we are a supply chain recruitment company essentially. So we deal with things like operations, logistics, procurement, sales, that kind of stuff across the board, where I would then have a particular procurement consultant I would go to. I've got a sales
Mhm.
consultant I go to. I've got an operations consultant I go to, and each of those have their little book of love and happiness of contacts that we've been operating for 19 years now across the UK.
Wow.
So we're good at what we do. And the reason that we're good at what we do is we've changed to become more flexible to companies. So we operate how you need us to. We can be consultative. We can give you advice. We can put you in touch with things like NEDs to get somebody that's maybe a younger CEO, help them get the ground running by getting advice from somebody that's done it before. We can find you contractors that can come in on a short-term basis to either take over pressure. Maybe there's a new structure coming in. Maybe there's a new problem or a new, well, to be honest, situation like you've got at the moment where you just don't have the manpower to really do something. We can bring contractors in that can do it short term, get the ball rolling, and pass it over. And we can do permanent hires, of course, where
Yeah.
you need an ops man permanent, so we're there for you. Now, we do it in two different ways. Oh, actually, we do it at multiple opportunities and solutions. So we have the traditional recruitment model, which is where we can find you CVs and we'll send them to whomever the hiring manager is, and you can review them at your own pace and do what you wish. Then we have the model that we prefer, which is called Cast Plus, where we act as your recruitment team. So we're an extension of you, and we do your first stage interviews for you, completely bespoke, and we do them over video like this. So instead of just sending you 10, 15 CVs that you then have to sit through for an hour and decide who's right, we will only send you 4 of the top profiles that we think via video interview. Then we send you a link to a dashboard. We use a lot of technology, so I send you a link to a dashboard, which I can share you a link to. In fact, you know what? I can show you the dashboard now because it's quite snazzy. So this dashboard basically allows you to log in whenever you so need, or Michael can log in whenever he needs, or Aya can log in whenever she needs to see what these candidates look like. And then you simply review them in your own time and pass them on your thoughts and comments instead of trying to find time where you, Michael, and Aya might have half an hour to interview somebody. We do it for you. So if I can share this. Where's my share button gone? There it is. So if I share, we'll share the screen. Cool. So, there we go. So this is what your example dashboard would look like. So the 3 of you can log in whenever you want. You might like to do it, I don't know, maybe you randomly decide to do it in the middle of a day in Philippines time. Michael might like to do it at the end of the day. You simply get presented with 3 candidates or 4 candidates ideally. You get a quick overview. You can see the salary quickly, their notice period, any key metrics, facts about them, who our recruiter pick is, and information like if they're interviewing elsewhere. Why that's key,
that's good.
And why I think that's important for Michael to be aware of is candidates aren't waiting to interview and work for Sojo. They're looking for a new job. Sojo just might be one of the jobs that they're going for. So taking, for example, and I've forgotten the candidate's name because it was so long ago. I feel like it might have been Barry, maybe. Something like that. He wouldn't be available now to interview because he'll have found a new job. He'll have moved on. So this key information is like basically about speed. Can we get through? And all that any of you have to do is you click in, and once you click on a profile, come on, it will load up the interview on the left. And this is completely bespoke in that you give us the questions you want us to ask. So we can make it completely like we are you. We don't need to know the answers to the questions. We just need to know the questions, and then you review them and you see. And whilst you're listening to the video, you scroll through and you can see their CV at the same time. So you get all the key information in one place. We partner with a company called SHL, who will do a testing company. And this can be anything from a behavioral test to a skills-based test to a personality test. Sorry that my internet seems to be quite slow.
It's okay.
And then it comes up and it gives you, again, further insight into an individual, how competent they might be, how social sophistication they might be, how stressed they might get. We do these ourselves, and we don't use them as a do hire or don't hire this person. It's a conversation piece. So, for example, mine, and I wonder if, they've used my interview. I'll just flick through. So you get to view all this information. You flick through each candidate and move on. Now, this is actually my interview with Cast UK, and I didn't know they were using that, so it's a bit sneaky. But on your testing, mine came up and it said that I wasn't very loyal as a person. And it was like, whoa, okay. Bearing in mind, I was due to have a baby with my fiance the next day after my interview. And I mean, I'm getting married, I'm doing this, that, the other. And so they sat in the interview, they went, right, Joe, so we've gone through your SHL testing, and it says you're not very loyal, not very trusting and loyal. I was like, well, what does that mean? Why do you think it says that? And it was just a great situation to be able to put me a little bit on the back foot and go, that's really strange. Well, actually, I think that might be because of ABC. However, I'm family orientated. I'm about to start a family. I'm And it just gives me a chance to get another insight into the candidate. It's a bit of fun, actually, if I'm quite honest.
How do we score? How do you guys score the competences?
So these are all multiple choice. So this one itself is, I think there's something like 200 questions in there. And a person clicks through and it'll be given 4 multiple choice answers, and you choose the best answer to that question. and you click, 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 and sometimes you'll
Okay, so
see very
it's like
similar.
a scenario-based question, and you just choose which one best fits you, your
Yeah,
personality, right? Okay.
that can be one of if you're doing the personality test, that's
Yeah.
exactly it. There's also behavioral testing and there's also skills testing. I think there's something like 2,000 tests that SHL have,
Mhm.
and we have a dedicated account manager. So you come to us and say, look, I want a test that's going to show XYZ. We can find that test for you and we'll include that in. And it just basically is about giving you not only somebody's CV, but also a
Mhm.
video and how they hold themselves and how they present themselves,
Yeah.
and also behavioral testing into them. At the end of this, we'll give you a little summary, our summary on what our candidate thoughts are. And then finally, you leave your own comments and you say, I really like this person. This guy looks amazing. That's
Okay.
hiring. And then you can all see it when Michael logs in. And then when Aya logs in, you can just see quickly and easily the candidates, as opposed to, hey, let's set up half an hour of our time. Oh, Michael can't do it now. Oh, now Aya's busy. And then you're going to lose the candidate. You can just view them quickly and easily. So this is what I've been talking about with Hasina, and she quite liked because it was a lot of pressure off of you guys. We'll do it. There is
Yes.
no additional cost to this compared to our CVs, but there is an upfront payment, which is a partnership payment. And we're looking to make a partnership with Sojo. So how it works is you pay upfront, it would be £2,500, and
Mhm.
then that is deducted from the placement cost at the end. So the 2.5 is upfront, non-refundable, but the end cost, when we offer a placement candidate on their start date, we then invoice for the remaining balance of the salary. And the way
I
the
see.
fee works, oh, gone.
Mhm. Go ahead. Go
The way
ahead.
that the fee works is we actually allow you to select your own fees. And you could do this, let's say you came at us and you had 5, 10 different roles coming over the next year. You could choose a different fee each time. It's entirely up to you. We don't mind how you work. But it works as a platform of based on replacement period. So if you wanted to do Cast 25 gives you 12 months for a replacement, 22 is six
Replacement of the
months
person or the candidate
replacement of the candidate. Yeah,
after hiring.
after hiring. So once they've started, you then would have 12 months if you went with this one, 6 months, 3 months, down to 6 weeks or zero free replacement for 16%. So that's our lowest offering
Mhm.
on a singular
Mhm.
role.
And
16% of a fee of the. No, go on. What was that?
yeah, is there like a lock-in period for every, like, what you call that, cast 8 and cast 16?
What do you mean?
Is there a lock-in period for the partnership if in case, we push through with this?
Oh, in case that we didn't find somebody and you wanted to work with someone else.
Yeah.
You can do that however you so wish, but we like to ask for at least 2, 3 weeks of exclusivity
Yeah,
because
no
that
problem.
allows us to overturn the market effectively. We're not going to stop sourcing the role after 2 or 3 weeks. We're going to keep it going if we haven't found the person. But if you wanted to go elsewhere, you're welcome to. But bearing in mind, you would have paid 2,500 up front. So you like to hope that you're going to stick with us, right? That's your
Yeah.
call, but that's
Okay.
your call.
All right,
But
got
yeah,
it.
you can choose whichever fee you want to work at. And if you so wish, you can even split the costs over 6 months, 3 months, depending on which fee you want to work at.
Mm-hmm. Mhm. And
Now,
would this be per candidate or for
per
per
candidate.
position that's open?
Yes. So if you say for some reason needed 2 operations managers, you needed one in the north and one in the south. That's essentially the same role. So it would be one
Mhm.
upfront payment, but would get you 2 people. If you needed, however, an operations manager and suddenly you needed a procurement manager, that's 2 different positions. That would be 2 different payments because it's 2 different searches.
Okay.
Okay.
So that's two different 2,500 pounds. So
Yes.
that's total of 5,000. Okay.
If you needed 2 completely different roles,
Yeah. Okay.
with the
Mhm.
end then paid on placement. Now, if you were going through a period of growth, which my guess is Sojo, once it's stable, is about to go through a growth period, we have growth options in place, and we call this a cast talent. So if you were to be over a 6 month period, be looking at making £150,000 in salary hiring. Now that sounds like a lot, but I think your operations manager was paying 50, 60. So realistically, 2 or 3 of those over a 6-month period, you're into this already. And for that, we can offer a lower fee, 15%, 2 months free replacement for every candidate that's then hired, and you can split your costs. So you pay all up front, but over 3 months. So the easiest way is, I know 150%, 150,000, 15% is 22,500, which over 3 months is £7,500. So let's say it was done today. In July, you'd pay 7,000, August and September, but you could then continue hiring using that salary pot until, December. June, January, you could keep going until. So this is a favorable model because it means that any hiring you then need to do, you just go, cast, get this person for me, cast, get that person for me. We need this, we need this. And you simply draw down from the pot. The best way I've had it described is like an overdraft. You go, cool, I've got £1,000 in there, take a bit out, take a bit out, take a bit out, bum, bum, bum. You know you're going to be hiring, so we're there for you.
Yeah.
And we can cover anything on that. So pretty good models. We have more if you were to go hiring, but I don't think you're going to be hiring £1 million worth of salary anytime soon. So we'll ignore that one for now. But for now, these are the options. So I will share these with you, of course.
Yes,
after.
please, yeah.
But that's how we operate, basically. We can do CV only, where there's no upfront payment, but it's exactly the same cost as doing Cast Plus, which is the initial 16 to 25%, with the video interviewing and the personality testing, SHL, and the everything that way. And then there's Cast Talent, which includes, of course, the video interviewing, partnering, everything, but it's about split costs then. So we have 3 different ways we can work. However you want it to be is how we'll work. But obviously we're looking at a partnership, so I'd say minimum of Cast Plus.
Okay. I just wanted to clear this out of the way. We don't have a current partnership yet. Am I wrong?
Us two, no, there's nothing in place.
I see. So the one that we did with Barry,
Yeah.
that was that was a CV only search.
So Sina wanted it to be Cast Plus. She wanted to use their videos, but Michael hadn't approved it yet. So we went CV only until it was approved. And then Michael put a hold on recruitment. So we didn't get that far.
Oh, so that's what happened. All right. Okay. Okay, maybe I just have to go and have this talk with Michael and Ia
So
as soon as possible. Mm-hmm.
I would love to be able to speak with Michael myself. I've never been able to get this arranged with Hasina, but I'm hoping you're the guy that can get this done, right? It'd be great to be able to pitch Cast properly, to talk about Sojo, where you're at. I know that last year you raised 6.2 million in Series A funding, only last February. Is there a goal to drive and go for Series B funding? How are you doing that kind of thing? There's all these kind of questions I'd love to talk to him about. Is it possible for us to arrange that?
Yeah, possible. But right now he's currently on leave until tomorrow, so I'll see if there's any available time next week, and I'll let you know.
Yeah, that'd be great. And then we can discuss where he's at with the process and what he's needing to do and refine the process. What the operations manager roles look like, if there's any other roles, because we can support across the board, of course, like I mentioned. We don't have to just do an operations role. That'd be great. Is there anything else that you need from me at this point?
No, actually none. I was able to ask the things that I haven't gotten an idea about. Yeah, so we don't currently have a real partnership yet.
No, I'm hoping that we can ideally go for the Cast Talent model. We can even just do Cast Pluses and work on a ad hoc basis. But yeah, of course.
By the way, I just have one more question with the dashboard that you were able to share with me. Is this being updated real time? Like, when do we? Is there a suggested time wherein we would check if there are any updates on the position?
So what we would do is when the role now becomes live, the ops manager role, we'll sit down with yourself and with Michael and go through the role briefing call on it again. And from that point, we'll set a project plan. Now that will set out that over the next 3 to 4 weeks, we will have this role sourced. And it will say that in week 1, we'll do some sourcing of CVs. Within week 2, we will conduct our video interviews and we will have them arranged and on the dashboard by the end of week 2, if not earlier. Week 3, we then hope that you'll have reviewed and you'll be booking in your interviews, second stages if you wish, or finals, so that in week 4, we're making an offer.
Okay.
So 2 weeks.
Okay.
But of course, if we find a standout candidate and we're like, Enzo's going to love this guy, we'll put them on straight away. We won't wait around.
All right. Okay. So do you guys still update us, or do we just have to check on our own?
No. So my job, as mentioned as client manager, is to work directly
Mhm.
with you, make sure you're happy and make sure that my consultants are happy. And I will schedule weekly calls with you to say, here's where we're at. Here's what we've done so far. Here's what we've achieved. Have you looked at the dashboard? Have you seen this? And we'll also have my consultants messaging you when a new CV is added to the dashboard. They'll email as well
Okay.
and say, there's a new CV now. And then
All
you
right,
can
great.
engage directly with the consultant, say, I love this one. Can we arrange an interview? You can engage back with me, however you want to work. Some clients like to work with a single point of contact, and some happy going straight to the consultants and deal with it that way. So entirely up to you.
Okay. Got it. All right. Thanks for
Cool.
that, Joe.
You're very welcome. So obviously then at this point, we're not ready to move forward with the ops manager. Are we saying next week, are we wanting to jump on a call with Michael to discuss it first? Or
Yeah.
do you want to just let me know, yes, it's green? Or how do you want to do it?
I'll let you know if I get an availability for next week, and
Okay.
of course, I'll give you a heads up, and not to give you an on the dot notification.
Go
So yeah, I'll
now,
give you a
go.
heads up. Yeah, I wouldn't want to say, hey, Joe, are you available in 5 minutes?
You can try. And if I'm available, I'll be happy to jump on it. You can try.
Yeah, but I want to keep it professional.
I'd like that too. So with that in mind, communication, how's best for us to engage? I used to ring Hasina quite a lot. Do you have a phone number I can call you on? Do you want my
Yes, I
number?
actually have a WhatsApp, so
WhatsApp,
I
perfect.
can share you my number through email.
Yeah,
Want?
that'd be great.
Okay.
I actually don't know if my work phone is set up with a WhatsApp, but I could use my personal maybe.
Or maybe
Um,
we can just stick with email because I regularly check emails.
okay, so we're gonna do with email. Do you have is there do you have a work phone at all that I can call if need be? Or is that I don't really want to be calling you at 2 o'clock in the morning though.
It's fine. Yeah, you can just shoot me a message on
Email
WhatsApp.
best. Best by WhatsApp, okay, or email. Cool. All right then. Bro, for me, same. My number is at the bottom of all my emails. If you want to call me, call me. And I'm always there, always engaged.
All right,
Bro.
we'll save your
Right then.
number.
Lovely stuff. Lovely talking with you. Nice to finally meet you.
Yeah, same here, Joe. It's very
Bro,
nice to meet you.
very nice. Right, so let me know about next week, and I look
For
forward
sure.
to talking to you soon.
Yes. Likewise.
Enjoy.
Thanks for your time, Joe.
You're very welcome.
Stay
Talk
safe.
soon. Bye.
Bye bye.